Have you ever sat in the stillness of the night, your heart heavy, your eyes filled with tears, whispering your deepest wishes to your Almighty Creator, only to feel that nothing has changed? Have you ever cried so hard in prayer, begging for help, yet days pass, months pass, sometimes even years, and what you longed for never seems to arrive? If you have ever felt this way, you are not alone. Millions of hearts across the world ache with the same question. Why do my prayers feel unanswered? What am I doing wrong? And why does it seem like others are receiving what they asked for, while I am left behind, still waiting? Listen closely, because what you're about to hear might change your life forever. This message may completely transform how you look at your prayers, your struggles, and your connection with the Lord of all worlds. And before we even begin, I want you to pause for a moment and type in the comments below these 3 powerful words: I love Allah. Not only will this spread positivity and strengthen your faith, but it will also remind your heart of who you truly belong to. So do that right now, because this message may shift your destiny. The truth is, many people think their prayers go unheard. But the reality is that our Almighty Creator hears every single whisper, every unspoken thought, every tear that rolls down your face, even when no one else sees. The Lord says, "When my servants ask you about me, indeed I am near. I respond to the call of the supplicant when he calls upon me. This is not a promise from another human being who may fail you. This is a guarantee from the one who created the heavens and the earth, the one who gives life and takes life, the one who owns everything. So if he has promised to respond, then why does it sometimes feel like nothing is happening?" The first reason is that we misunderstand what an answered prayer looks like. Many of us think that if we ask for wealth, then wealth must immediately land in our hands. If we ask for a spouse, then the perfect partner must appear instantly. But sometimes the Lord protects us by not giving us exactly what we want, because what we are asking for may harm us in ways we cannot see. Imagine a child crying for a sharp knife. The parent loves the child but will never hand over something that can wound them. In the same way, our Almighty Creator withholds certain things not because He is ignoring us, but because His love is far greater than we can imagine. And here comes the deep truth. Sometimes your unanswered prayers are actually the greatest blessings of your life. What you call a delay is often protection. What you see as silence is often mercy. And one day, when you look back, you will realize that if you had been given exactly what you asked for, your life might have been destroyed. Think about it. How many times have you wanted something badly, only to realize years later that not getting it was the best thing that ever happened to you? But the question remains, why does it hurt so much while we wait? Why do our hearts feel broken when the answer does not come quickly? The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said that the servant's prayer will be answered in one of 3 ways. Either it will be granted immediately, or delayed until the right time, or kept for the hereafter as a treasure beyond imagination. Imagine that. Every tear you cry is not wasted. Every whispered plea is not forgotten. Even if you do not see it in this world, you will meet it on the day of judgment as a mountain of reward. That thought alone should bring comfort to every restless heart. But there is something else we need to consider. Sometimes our prayers are not answered because we ourselves are blocking them. Have you ever wondered why? It may be because we fill our lives with disobedience. We ask the Almighty for provision, but we eat from unlawful means. We ask for blessings, but we neglect the obligations He has commanded. How can we expect our prayers to rise to the heavens when we constantly ignore the instructions of the one we are begging from? The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, once described a man who travels long distances, his hair disheveled, his hands raised in desperation, crying out to his Lord for help. Yet his food is unlawful, his clothing is unlawful, his sustenance is unlawful. The Prophet asked, how then can his prayer be accepted? This should shake us to our core. It makes us ask ourselves, are we living in a way that makes our prayers worthy of being answered? Or are we filling our hearts with sins, then wondering why the mercy we seek is delayed? The Lord is merciful, yes, but He also expects sincerity. This is where we need to truly look inward. Instead of only blaming the delay, ask yourself, am I obeying Him with love? Am I praying not just with my lips, but with my heart? Am I living a life that reflects my words? Another reason your prayers may feel unanswered is that you lose hope too quickly. Many people pray once or twice, and when they do not see results, immediately they give up. But prayer is not a vending machine. It is a test of your patience, your trust, and your faith. The Almighty wants to see, will you still hold on to Him even when life is heavy? Will you continue knocking at His door even when it feels like He is silent? Because those who persist, those who refuse to let go, those who say, I have no one but you, my Lord, again and again, those are the ones who will see doors open in ways they never imagined. Think of Prophet Zakariya, who longed for a child in his old age. He prayed and prayed, and only after years of patience did the Lord grant him a son, Yahya. If he had given up, his story would have ended in despair. But because he persisted, his story became one of hope for generations to come. So the next time you feel your prayer has gone unanswered, remind yourself that sometimes the delay is part of the blessing. Sometimes the waiting period is shaping you, softening your heart and making you more grateful when the answer finally arrives. And sometimes the waiting itself is the answer because it keeps you connected to the one who never leaves you. Now here's something that will shock you. Many of us pray without truly believing we will be answered. We raise our hands, but deep inside we doubt. We think, maybe He will not listen to me. Maybe I am too sinful. Maybe my voice does not matter. But the Lord says in the Qur'an, call upon me, I will respond to you. Notice that He did not say, call upon me if you are perfect, or call upon me if you are sinless. He simply said, call upon me. This means that no matter how broken you are, no matter how many mistakes you have made, your prayers still matter, your voice is still heard, and your Lord is still waiting for you to turn to Him. And here is where we connect everything together. Unanswered prayers are never truly unanswered. They are either answered differently, delayed for your good, or saved for your eternal home. But in every case, they are answered. The only real unanswered prayer is the one you never make. So I want you to reflect deeply right now. What have you been praying for that feels delayed? What desires of your heart feel unanswered? Share them in the comments below, not just to engage, but to release that weight from your chest. Sometimes writing it down is the first step to healing, and while you are there, also write these words. I love Allah. Show the world and remind your own soul who you truly love above all else. Because this message is not just about your du'as, it is about your entire relationship with the Almighty. If you understand this, your perspective will change forever. You will stop seeing delays as rejection and start seeing them as divine redirection. You will stop comparing yourself to others and realize that your journey is unique. You will stop doubting your worth and start believing that the Lord of the worlds cares about you personally. And once this shift happens in your heart, your life will change. Your wealth will feel like enough. Your relationships will feel blessed. And your heart will finally feel at peace. Do not let this moment pass without acting, because tomorrow is not promised. Right now is your chance to reconnect, to realign, to remember that every prayer you make is valuable. And I want you to not just listen, but to act. Write your thoughts, write your struggles, write your prayers in the comments. And do not forget to write these 3 words: I love Allah. Let this message reach as many hearts as possible, because maybe your comment will inspire someone else who is struggling. Remember this final truth: unanswered prayers do not mean forgotten prayers. They mean that your Almighty Creator has something better, something greater, something more fitting for you. Trust Him, love Him, hold on to Him even when it hurts. Because those who hold on, those who refuse to let go, those who say with tears in their eyes, I love Allah, will never be left behind. This message could be the turning point of your life. If you let it enter your heart, you will never look at your prayers the same way again.